Next up at UFC Atlanta, we have another brand new fight. I think more than half of this card has been added in the last week or two. We have Malcolm Wellmaker taking on Kris Moutinho. Malcolm Wellmaker, 9-0 in his career, 5-0 in his last five. One of the biggest favorites we have ever seen in the UFC, taking on Kris Moutinho. 14-6 in his career, 5-0 in his last five, and he worked his way back into the UFC. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Malcolm Wellmaker, powerful striker. He's great accuracy, good timing. He does a really good job working the jab, waiting for his opportunity. Bang. Counter hook, puts you out, dead, over. He just did it to Cameron Saman. He did it on the Contender Series. Malcolm Wellmaker is a very accurate, powerful striker taking on Kris Moutinho. Kris Moutinho is probably one of the most well-known winless guys in UFC history. And that's because he made his short notice UFC debut against Sean O'Malley. He got his face absolutely battered. People do have this optical illusion in their head that he didn't get finished. He did get finished. It was in the third round, but he did get finished. He got hit 230 times in that fight. And then he ultimately got finished in the third round. Just to come back a few months later, get another opportunity in the UFC against Guido Canetti, and he got finished there too. So there's going to be a lot of, I'm going to continue to use this. I used it last time. I said we had a Mandela effect in the first O'Malley Merab
what's so
fight.
crazy about that is that it's based off of Nelson Mandela because people thought he died, but he didn't die.
Yeah.
But that is like, seems like the dumbest thing in the world because I don't know who the fuck thought Nelson Mandela died in the fucking 80s or whatever because he became the president of fucking South Africa. He was in prison. He was imprisoned by his own country, then became president of the country that he's in prison. That was like his whole story. So I don't know why people ever thought. It's weird that it's called the Mandela effect because it seems pretty obvious that Mandela didn't die when some people thought he did.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But I know there's the Berenstain Bears. There's that Shaq Genie movie. Whole bunch of things.
Kazam. No, that's Sinbad. Everyone thinks it's a Sinbad. Which
is a Sinbad one? Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Shaq one, but everyone says that there's a Sinbad one. And I know that there was a Sinbad one.
The Sinbad Mandela effect, I agree with you. The Bernstein Bears one, just remembering it as Bernstein, but it's Berestein or Berestein. It's like, yeah.
The other one is the Fruit of the Looms logo was in a cornucopia, but apparently it never was.
There's another one with
Angelo's moving on because he didn't know what the fuck a cornucopia is.
It's the horn that the fruit's in. I know what a fucking cornucopia is. Get over yourself. I'm the cultured one here.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
Peace up, A-Town down. Fucking retard.
That doesn't make me cultured. That's not a cultured thing. That's a regional saying. That's different than class. Money can't buy you class. Elegance is earned. And the Countess said that, and I agree with her. Listen, here's the breakdown for this fight. And if any of you have any class, you'll even get that reference, which I don't think you do, so you won't get that reference. Malcolm Wellmaker is going to win this fight. And the Mandela effect that I was talking about is people are going to convince themselves that Kris Moutinho is tough and that he's durable, when he quite literally is not. He just isn't. Yeah, Sean O'Malley battered his face, but he still finished him. Then he got knocked out by an old man. And this is the exact same rant I went on last week when I picked Merab. I said there's a Mandela effect going on here where people have convinced themselves that the first fight was close. When it wasn't, the second one's going to be worse. And none of this matters because Malcolm Wellmaker is one of the biggest favorites we've ever seen. So maybe people weren't as convinced. The odds for the 1.5 are a little tricky, but the reality is Malcolm Wellmaker is a very good actual talent. Kris Moutinho is just a guy that they're bringing in to lose as they did the first time, and it's just going to be more of the same. He did rack up 5 regional wins, and good for him. I mean, good wins, earned his way back, but, you know, it is what it is. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, wouldn't this go down as the biggest favorite in UFC history? Because wasn't it? It was Bo Nickel, and then it was Isaac Dolgarian beat that. But it has to be when it closes, and I think he closed at minus 1,600 or minus 1,500 or something like that.
I thought Roman Alexander Romanov over Chase Sherman was huge, or maybe that was like 1,200 or something. This might be the biggest.
I don't know. I know Dolgarian, when he fought, what's his name, was the biggest. It literally was the biggest favorite. But I don't know if there's been one since then or not. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that
2,400 is crazy.
Yeah,
For anybody,
it's
sorry,
down to minus 2,000 already.
For people who don't know what these odds mean, that means you would have to give the bookie $2,400, and if you win, you get your $2,400 back and a $100 profit. You have to risk $2,400 to win $100.
And on the flip side, if you give them $100 on Kris Moutinho, you get your $100 back plus $1,150.
Yeah, correct.
Wellmaker wins.
Yeah, I mean that is the breakdown. There's no reason to overcomplicate.
No, listen. Okay, I'm not gonna make it that because people are gonna be a little upset because they like hearing me talk, and I don't blame them.
Sure.
Especially that one. I mean, obviously, the one guy. He made that pretty obvious. Loves hearing me.
Who? The Australian?
No.
Oh, the former Strikeforce world champion? The only person to ever knock out Nate Diaz? That guy? Is that who we're talking about?
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kris Moutinho, obviously, Ange already mentioned it, the Sean O'Malley, blah, 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 blah. I picked up against him as my lock of the week because little do a lot of people know, he got the absolute cunt fuck beat out of him by Sean O'Malley. And then in his next fight, I know it's like a 40-year-old Guido, but he was the favorite after the Sean O'Malley fight. He was a fucking favorite after he got the fucking piss beat out of him by Sean O'Malley. And I was like, okay. And I made fucking Guido my lock of the week, and that was the easiest lock of the week of all time. I understand the toughness that Kris Moutinho brings into the octagon. But what do we say? When you know that someone's tough, it means they're probably getting lit the fuck up. And you're going to be tough at so long, especially at this level. They wanted Wellmaker, a Georgia kid, on this card. They were probably on the phones. Who can we find? Who can we find? Who's the most hittable guy we can find that's on a little bit of a streak? Do we still have Kris Moutinho's number? Get him in here. There is one reason why Kris is on this card. I'm not saying he can't win. Crazier things have probably happened. Well, actually, I guess crazier things haven't happened in the UFC if this is the biggest favorite of all time. But he was brought in because he's a hittable guy, and they wanted Wellmaker on this card, and they want to prop up. I mean, sometimes the storylines are obvious here. I mean, he is brought in to get knocked out, and I think Wellmaker fucking knocks him out pretty early. So,
yeah, I
got
mean,
the.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't done.
Oh,
hey, I will fucking let you know when I'm done. All right.
Okay, I'll wait for the affirmative.
Okay. If you were a premium member on this, which, WeWonPicks.com, it's only $10 a month, I jumped on the fucking under 1.5 on this play at plus money. Plus 100, I got that. It's at minus 165 right now and moving fast because a lot of people are looking at that minus 2,000 and being like, I don't want to play minus 2,000. Oh my God, the under 1.5 is only minus 165, and they just started playing that. I got it for plus money. I feel pretty good about it. WeWonPicks.com, $10 a month. Back to you, fuckface.
Thank you, Ginger Boy. Well,
whoa!
You don't get to call me.
I don't think that you own that word. I don't think you're allowed to use that word.
Ginger.
Whoa! That's a hard R you're hitting.
Okay. As is the. Actually, if I start to say all the other letters, they do align very similarly. I was going to say the G. But so I'm saying ginger, and it's very clear that I'm talking to a red-faced, freckled, white man with red hair.
I don't know if we let him get away with that.
I think you can still call people a ginger. I think that's still allowed. Yeah, we're all over this. We don't have any DraftKings pricing. Whatever the price is, and he'll be worth that too. That's it.